Yo, what up guys, welcome to your one-stop shop for cops. This is Kevin, and today I totally forgot I was supposed to make a video because today is Wednesday, so I'm sorry if this is coming out later than you expect. But today I was like really thinking about what video I wanted to do and to make for you guys, to show you guys what has been happening in the Reebok world. Honestly, not much has been happening. I think they're cooking up some stuff for future collaborations, but today I was thinking about like what other interesting Reebok things have been going on in my life. And one of them was actually, I was gifted NBA 2K18 by one of my relatives who should go unnamed. But with that game, it's really possible to make your own players and kind of customize their attributes. But one other thing you can customize is what shoes they're wearing. So I definitely wasn't going for the standard 2K shoes. So they actually allowed you to choose shoes from Reebok, which I collaborated with my brothers. I was collaborating with my brothers, trying to play 2K with them, and they chose Reebok shoes just because, you know, I'm that Reebok guy. I was trying to tell them about all the backstories behind all the shoes and how it affected all the players in the NBA. So that being said, I want to introduce my shoes and their picks to you and let you know what the background is behind them. Let's get into it. Like I was saying, I have 4 people playing total, including me. I'll be the third person, but the first person chose the Kamikaze, and this was a colorway that was black and white. It just matched the home team. So the Kamikaze 2 is a shoe that was worn by Shawn Kemp. There was a big campaign with Shawn Kemp because he was known as the Rain Man. It was actually pretty funny because when I first learned about Reebok and I was like kind of like getting into the culture, I finally I started learning about the different advertising campaigns that they had, and one of them was Shawn Kemp as the Rain Man, as in it was a pun because they also had him dressed up in rain gear, like in a poncho, and maybe he had an umbrella too, but you really don't need both of them. That being said, he was the Rain Man, and he still is the Rain Man. You can still cop the Kamikaze 2, and I think they're really good looking shoes. Bars. Okay, so the second person playing with me got the question mid and the answer 4s. So these are 2 shoes that have been pushed recently. I believe 2016 was the year of the questions, and then this year the answer 4s came back out. So those are 2 shoes which I love telling a story about. I was so glad he chose these 2 shoes for the home and away shoes respectively, because these shoes pair up so nicely. The question mid was the shoe, specifically in the blue colorway, was the shoe where he crossed over Jordan and hit the game winner in it. That is Allen Iverson crossed Jordan over and hit the game winner. And then in the answer 4s, he's famous for crossing over Tyronn Lue and then stepping over him, stomping over him, which you may have seen recreated in the finals a couple years ago with LeBron stepping over Draymond Green, and then Draymond Green got a technical foul for punching him in the nuts. That's a really cool shoe combination, the question and the answer. So how did I follow up? Like I said, I was the third person to choose the shoes, and I just went ahead with the Z Pump Rise. The Z Pump Rise was actually Reebok's most recent shoe, but I chose it because I was like, it's the shoe that kind of like I learned about first in basketball with Reebok, I suppose, and I know I was really thinking about copying it from Finish Line. The problem is I have a huge, wide flipper foot. So don't tell my friends, but I have this huge flipper foot that probably would not fit in this shoe, because the shoe had this seamless upper, which means that it wouldn't have any tongue to pull out to give me any give when I was trying to fit my foot in. So my ankle's actually not that big, but my foot is just like a huge flipper that I possibly would not be able to fit in that shoe, so I didn't take the risk. Plus I wasn't even playing basketball at the time, not even trying to dribble. But like I said, I was going to tell you guys about the story behind this shoe. So there are 2 colorways that I chose, the black and gold as well as the white and gold. And these shoes were worn by Allen Iverson during his return to professional basketball in the Big 3 league. This league was run by Ice Cube, like I said in some of my other videos, which was really cool because you got to see older, like technically retired professional basketball players do get out again, and it was really cool to see how everyone could retain their skills or how some people could lose it. And unfortunately, AI I know had some issues within that league, but he definitely showed out in these shoes. You might be wondering what the fourth person chose. The fourth person chose the Omni Pump Lite, and I'm not 100% certain that this is what the shoe was, but I remember telling someone about the Omni Pump Lite. This is the shoe which is really famous because in the 1992 dunk contest, D. Brown wore these pumps, and right before his final dunk, he pressed down and inflated his pump bladder right before going in for that dunk. I wish I could really dunk, but I guess I'll just have to play NBA 2K until I can. So I'm gonna try to make that reality. Meanwhile, you guys should make it a reality to pick up some of these Reebok shoes, but in 2K18. Thank you guys so much for stopping by your one-stop shop for cops. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.